What's going on, my broskies? My name is Toadskii, back again, here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video. So in this video, we're going to be talking about the news post that went live today regarding renewal information. Now, I have been getting a couple of questions about this, about what this is actually about. So this is why I wanted to bring you guys this video, discuss what's actually on the news post, and just talk about the new changes that are coming to the game. And these are positive changes, by the way. So obviously, massive shout out to Godot for posting it here on the One Piece Treasure Cruise subreddit Discord, so we can see it on here, because I do want to go ahead and check over the database, because some characters are actually changing. So we'll go ahead and talk about them as well in this particular video. So let's go ahead and get into it. So the renewal information, the first post, it said, hopefully you guys can read it. Now let me go ahead and expand this so I can have a look. You guys should be able to see this. So renewal of the following features. So there are a bunch of new things in the game that are getting tweaks. So rookie character recruitment quests, renewed and available permanently. I actually don't remember off the top of my head what rookie character recruitment quests were. I don't actually remember, but either way, they're going to be available permanently, so that's not a bad thing. That's always good that content's going to be constantly available for players to go ahead and pick up. So the next thing, Manuel Acquirement quests, available permanently with obtainable manuals rotating by day of the week. I like this change as well. Currently on Extra Island, if you go to the unlockable quests, there's always like an island that you can unlock, and it has skill books of relatively recent characters. Now, no one really buys them because you have to spend gems to unlock them, and most of the time, people that are constantly pulling, getting the new characters as quick as they possibly can, those are the types of people that have a lot of universal skill books, or they pull lots of dupes of the characters. So a lot of the time, they don't really need to max their skills anyway, and plus, typically when they release a new batch character, that character is going to be like boosted with cooldowns and stuff in that event, throughout that event period. So that's not really that big of a deal, but the fact that this is going to be available where you can get some certain skill books all the time now, and they will rotate depending on the day of the week. Hopefully this does include like more recent characters, because if it does, I think people would actually farm it, because currently as it stands, no one's really farming those unlockable quest missions where you have to get the skill books. Like, no one really cares about them all that much. So if they make them permanently available, you don't have to buy them with gems, and you can just farm them whenever you want, that would be fine with me. This is pretty cool here. So Clash and Clash Assistant quests, available permanently. So the Clash Assistant quest, if I'm not mistaken, I think that is like the Neo Fortnite units that came out. The one for Paulie, one for Blue Gilly, and one for Monet. I believe this is what this is referring to. But it also says the available clashes will actually rotate by day of the week based on the type of the boss character. This is currently a thing that's on Japan. So Monday through Friday, obviously there's 5 different types in the game. You know, Strength, Dex, Quick Sight, Int, and then there's 5 days of the week. Every single day, basically all the clashes are going to be available depending on the type of the character. I'm not really too sure what color is what day, but this is going to be a new feature that's going to be arriving to the game. And remember, this is all coming on April 19th, so not too far away. We'll have to wait for this. It then also mentions certain Clash units will be updated to be stronger. Now, unfortunately, it doesn't really pertain to that many characters, but some characters are actually getting stronger. They're getting straight up buffs, like buffs that you don't have to spend materials for. The actual unit is being changed. So we can go over to the One Piece Treasure Cruise database right now. I've filtered it by 50 cost, and we can have a look at all the clashes in the game. So the first character on this list that gets a buff is this Monster Chopper. Now let me go ahead and zoom in so you guys can see a little better. Monster Chopper, apparently this is his new captain ability. It says he reduces HP by 70%, and then for the current one it's 60%. I think that might be back to front, or maybe you get more HP reduction if you're the captain on JP. But either way, this is going to be the new captain ability, and he does have a new special ability. Now this will also be coming where he does random strength damage to one enemy. That does not change, but he gets an addition of boosting the attack of strength characters by 1.75 times for 1 turn, which is a pretty welcome change. Not really too many people are going to be using him even still with this type boost, but it is nice that, you know, characters that are really old, they're just slightly buffing them so that for people who start the game off, it puts them in a better advantage for clearing content. This Raid Garp, the original Garp that came into the game, is also getting a slight change. So his captain ability is now going to be a 2.5 attack boost with a 2 times HP boost, which is not that much different, but it's a change. And his special ability will also change, where it still will randomize all your orbs into either Psi or Recovery, and then gives Psi characters a 1.75 times orb boost for 1 turn, which is kind of good. The fact that it is a full board orb manipulation on top of being an orb booster, that's actually like not too bad, especially because there's plenty of characters that can treat recovery as beneficial for your team. So yeah, in most cases, you could get this to be a free full board of orbs and 1.75 orb boost. It would have been nice if he randomizes all orbs, including block slots. That would be pretty freaking sick. Either way, it's a nice change. Ivankov also does get slightly altered here. The captain ability does change to a 3 times instead of a 2.75. That doesn't matter. Special ability, though, randomizes all orbs into either recovery, strength, dex, or quick. Makes strength, dex, and quick beneficial for all characters for 1 turn and gives himself a matching orb. So the only situation you need to be in here is make sure you have like a ship, or you have some sort of sailor ability that can treat recovery as beneficial once again for your team. And then when you use Ivankov's special, you'll get a full board of matching orbs, basically. Unfortunately, once again, does not get rid of block slots, and that's all it does. It's just an orb manipulation special. Blackbeard also gets a buff. So his captain ability will now be, he's going to be a 2.75 times attack boost and boosting HP by 2.5, which is a humongous boost. You have so much HP with this. You still get the increased damage taken, which is stock standard, and his special ability does double the amount of damage. So previously it was deal 10 times the amount of damage that you received in the previous turn, and now it's 20 times. So that is pretty awesome, especially that you have more HP now. But it's Blackbeard at the end of the day. No one's really using this guy to clear content anymore, unfortunate as it is. Heracles actually gets a pretty nice buff as well. So if we scroll down, his captain ability is a 2.5 attack boost, 1.5 recovery in HP. That's a pretty big amount of recovery in HP, and recovers 1 times recovery at the end of each turn. Doesn't really matter. But his special ability does the exact same thing. You know, you get the certain amount of orbs, you can switch them around 3 times, but then he locks all your orbs for 1 turn. So that's pretty awesome. The fact that you can manipulate your orbs, put them in a certain way, and they're locked for the next turn as well. Really, really nice buff to Heracles. Again, doesn't really see too much play, but it's a nice change for Heracles either way. The rest of these characters here don't really get a change. I think Kuma does. No, Kuma does not. No, Boa does. Boa does get a slight change to her captain ability, where she is a 2.5 attack boost with a 2 times HP. Same captain ability as the Raid Garp, except for Psy characters, it's for free spirit, so that's nice. I believe Kizaru, yeah, Kizaru also gets one, so he's going to, after his limit break, reduce the cooldowns of shooters by 3 at the start of the fight, boost attack of shooters by 2.5 times, and a 1.5 times HP boost. So going up from a 2.5, previously being 2.35. Not a massive boost, but it's a boost nonetheless. And the rest of these characters I don't think get a buff. There might be 1 or 2 that I'm missing. I can't actually remember exactly, because it was actually, this came out a long time ago on JP. Like, it's been a while since this has been a thing, but those characters are getting buffs, which is nice to see. Clash Assistance quest will be permanently available. Always nice to see that as well. Friend points are also getting overhauled. So there's going to be 2 separate banners now for friend point pulls. There's going to be a banner where you can pull boosters and evolvers, so, you know, evolution materials, turtles, lobsters, etc. And the second banner is going to be for pulling characters, such as story mode characters. Certain Colosseum units and raid units will also be available in friend point pulls. I know that Colosseum Kid, some of the Fortnite units like the dress up Luffy, I think, is in there. Either way, there's just a bunch of different units in there, and you can pull either on the booster and evolvers or on the characters friend point banners, which is good. Another thing as well is that friend points are halving the cost amount to do friend point pulls. Previously, it would cost you 200 points to do a pull, and now it is 100 points. So yeah, halving it basically gives you double the amount of friend points now, which is pretty good. For endgame players like myself, we basically never use our friend points anyway, but look, it's nice that that's there. Honestly, one really cool thing that they could do is release like a free-to-play amazing god tier unit, but like bury him in friend point pools. I think that would be an amazing incentive to get people to, you know, spend their friend points, because at this current point in time, there just really isn't a need for it, especially for a player like myself who's been playing the game for, you know, 5+ years. We just haven't really had much of a use to use our friend points. Back in the day when we needed to get our hands on lots of boosters and stuff and evolvers, we would use them, but nowadays not so much. So it would be nice if there was more of an incentive to use friend points. Now, Colosseums also do get a massive boost here. So, Colosseums, starting from the new Colosseum Koshiro, or Kyoshiro, who will be the next Colosseum unit after Oars. So, already talking about the next Colosseum, but yeah, this is when all this stuff came to be on JP. So, after this current Colosseum that's out right now, which is Colosseum Oars, debuted today, the next Colosseum to come out, there will be an update, which states that Cotton Candies and Forbidden Tomes will be updated. The Chaos difficulty, which is the highest difficulty, will drop more Forbidden Tomes. Coalla will not be droppable in the final round of a Chaos difficulty, so the very final boss of a Chaos difficulty Coliseum, you cannot drop, you know, Coalla anywhere on that stage anymore, which is good. Final rounds that cost 30 stamina will drop +2 cotton candies, and 50 stamina Coliseums will drop +3 cotton candies. Amazing buff there. So the more you keep farming it, the more cotton candies you're getting. Again, if you're an endgame player like myself, you don't really care about cotton candies all that much. Most of the people that are around my pirate level or have been playing as long as me have enough cotton candy to many units. So this isn't really a big deal, but it's a nice addition, especially for those people who perhaps don't have many cotton candies. It's nice that this is going to be changed. Additionally, the secret boss during a Coliseum, being the Heracles stage, he's going to change where when he appears, he gives you a full board of matching orbs and he reduces your special cooldowns to max, which is great, because typically as it stands now, he doesn't do anything. He will just drop a forbidden tome, a guaranteed forbidden tome, which back in the day, when Coliseums first came out, you wanted to get as many forbidden tomes as you could because socketing down your characters was kind of difficult. But, you know, it's been so long since Coliseums have come out now, it's a more than welcome change to have Heracles just reduce your cooldowns. I believe he still drops a forbidden tome, but now he makes your run much easier if you encounter him, which is good. The new Coliseum, starting with Kiyoshiro, will now have character-specific limit break materials. They will only drop in the Chaos difficulty final rounds. So unfortunately, for those players who like to farm the newest Coliseums on the underground difficulty, this sort of update is not going to be good for those type of players because, as it says, there's going to be specific limit break materials that you can only drop for that specific character in Chaos difficulty. And you need to farm those in order to max limit break the character. So they're only accessible during Chaos difficulty. You now have to farm the highest difficulty in order to max limit break the character, which in most cases is going to be very important. But look, at the end of the day, yes, you still can farm them on underground. It's just they won't have their limit break, which is kind of a big deal, honestly. It's always nice to have as many rainbow characters as you possibly can. So as unfortunate as that is, I kind of understand why they do it, because a lot of people do choose to farm the underground difficulty, but this is a pretty good incentive to get people to start farming Chaos. And plus, remember, when you do, you get way more cotton candy, and the forbidden tome drops are going to be more frequent, which is good. Chopper Man missions are also being changed. Rookie missions are renewed. All users will be able to do the rookie missions once again after April 19th. So what this means is after April 19th, you're able to log into the game, complete all the rookie missions again, and get your hands on 50 free rainbow gems. This is fantastic. So if you have not done these rookie missions yet, do them before April 19th. Otherwise, you're going to miss out on 50 free rainbow gems that you could have got. So that's going to be awesome that that's there. Remember that when you complete these rookie missions, you're also getting those Chopperman Islands on Extra Island that give you a load of EXP. I would suggest, if you are doing these Chopperman missions, to save those Chopperman quests until we get like the 3 times EXP ship, because then you'll get the most out of those islands. But look, if you are desperate for 50 rainbow gems, you can just complete them, because you do have to complete the Chopperman Islands to get those 50 free gems. But either way, that's a really nice update that's going to be coming to the game, which is great. Make sure to complete them before they renew, of course. The following quests will also be removed. So the current rookie support quests, class-specific quests, the Pork Sanctuary is finally being deleted from the game. If anyone has not completed the quest, they will receive 1 free rainbow gem, because I know a lot of people complain about that. They don't have the keys to unlock the Pork Sanctuary, but now they're deleting the quest, and if you haven't cleared it at all because you've never had a key before, then you get a free rainbow gem for that, which is fine. Remember that you can get porks for free during the Rayleigh shop. They only cost 1 Rayleigh point each, and you can get as many pigs as you want, no matter what color. So if you are still missing pigs, like you want to use them to store cotton candy, then that is easily accessible. So there we go. That's all of the new content that's coming on April 19th. Really nice to see this. I think a lot of people are going to be upset about the Coliseum changes, but I'm welcoming the change. It just means that you have to farm the Coliseum a little bit more to get those limit break material drops. I'm not really too sure at this current point in time, but I hope that the drop rates for the limit break materials are actually, you know, decent. Otherwise, you know, I'd hate to max the character out and then just wait to, you know, pick up the limit break materials. Like, I would absolutely hate that, but hopefully the drop rates are half decent. But that's going to conclude this video, guys. Really hope you guys enjoyed this one, and if you guys did, make sure to leave a like, and if you want to stay up to date with all the content that I post, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. But on that, guys, I'll see you guys within the next video.